Hello, my beautiful souls. This is another 11:11 special, and right now I just want to take the opportunity, if for those of you that listen to all of the readings, that it is very important that us twins really protect ourselves. We really need to stay grounded, stay protected spiritually. I've heard it through several readings, and I had been feeling it from myself while my twin was away on a business trip. I felt that there needed to be some type of a protection, some type of prayers, and I really got deep into my meditation, and I just seen a lot going on with him, and I see these attacks that are coming in from the four winds, from the four corners of the earth, because we are that beam of light. We are to be that lighthouse, and our beacon is to be so bright that the lost twin can find their way home. And when I was given this vision, I thought this was just pertaining to my situation, and for me to continue to send that love and that support, and now even a protection, but a spiritual protection, and just realizing that even though we are physically not together, in the spiritual and our souls, we are still together and we are still connected. But things are coming out, and things are coming, there's healing that is coming out, and things that are being triggered in the core of our soul that are coming to the surface. And I find that in my situation as well, where there's no contact, and maybe there's different things that are going on, and I don't want to share that much because I don't know if he follows me, and he may be listening himself, but there's so much that is going on, and a lot of attacks, and people from the past, relationships from the past that are coming to the surface, maybe even relationships from the past that are coming back to try and take our counterpart down, or take them back into that relationship. And it's kind of like a spirit of control that I feel, where it's being pulling at our counterpart. So for those of you, don't try and control anything that is happening, but just protect yourselves and protect your counterpart, and just know that God is on our side and good will prevail. But there's a lot that is coming up in the surface, and a lot will be triggered. So when your counterpart goes silent and you feel rejected or abandoned, or like they've moved on, or they don't want you, or you don't feel worthy, or you feel worthless, rejected, abandoned. These are issues that are being triggered within yourself, because on their side, they're having other things that are triggering them that are coming to their surface. So we're healing, but we're just not healing together. So just keep yourselves protected, however you protect yourself, whether it be through a white candle and shining the white light of Christ, if it's by the blood of Jesus, if you protect yourself with, Allah, God, Jesus, just however you protect yourself. Protect yourself, protect your environment, your atmosphere, and pray as much as you can. Do your whatever your religious ritual is, whether you're saging or doing incense or bells. Just do what you have to do to keep your atmosphere clear of anything negative, including your mind, and be positive no matter what to your counterpart. Always shine your light so that they can see that light and they can find their way home. So now on with this read. So about your question, I really feel that you haven't seen the whole picture. You have no idea what's going on. And I do feel that this person that you're questioning, there's a lot of thought going on. I do see that it's almost like at a standstill. And I feel like this person, when you met at the time, maybe wasn't, I don't know if it came up whether this person was married or not married, or what information that you know on this person, but it's like you're not seeing the full picture, and you want to make that connection with this person, but this person at this moment is not ready for any of that. I feel like he is really focused on going ahead in life, making a name for himself, it's like he really wants to succeed in his career and in his life, but it's almost like he doesn't have that enthusiasm. I don't want to use the word lazy, but it's almost procrastinate. He's a procrastinator. It's like he wants this and wants that, but he procrastinates. So even if you were to establish some type of a bond or relationship with this person, you wouldn't be getting the whole picture. You wouldn't be getting 100% of him, because it's like his mind jumps around, and it's almost like somebody that has like ADHD, where they can't stay focused on one thing for a moment. And, 1 minute he'll be sweeping, and then the next minute he'll forget to finish sweeping, but he'll start dusting. So it's like somebody that just can't keep that focus. That type of a procrastinator, if you understand what I'm saying. He does want to move forward in his career, but he procrastinates way too much and he gets off track. I see that there he does have some struggles and some things that he needs to get by. I do kind of feel like this is just something that's not going to progress right now. Like, if you're looking to establish a relationship with this person, I don't see that happening right now. But I do see a period of time that's going to go by. And I almost feel like saying 4 years, and not even 4 months. I feel like saying 4 years. You guys may reconnect. And I believe you said he was some type of a doctor, so I do feel like that's where you're going to reconnect. I feel like one of you is going to be at the same place at the same time, or he's the doctor and you're going to go to see him, but it's down the line, and then that's when you guys will reconnect. But I do feel like it's 4 years. It's like there's a cycle with him that has to come to an end, and he's not ready to let it end yet. So where he's at right now is not at a place where he wants to have a relationship. So I don't know if he's married and he wasn't honest with you about that marriage, but I feel like there's something that's kind of holding him in one area, to where he's not actually wanting to move forward in a relationship. So I'm kind of feeling like an energy coming through, and I think he's at a place in his life where he doesn't want to be with a woman. And it's going to take time. It's like he's got this curiosity that's going on inside of him. He doesn't necessarily want to be with a woman. But that cycle, or that whole thing that's going on inside of him, it's almost like a facade for him. It will come to an end. And I feel that that's where the 4 years happens. It's going to take 4 years for this cycle to play its way out. And you guys will reconnect. I don't know if it's you going into his office or you guys just run into each other somewhere. It's not totally clear, but I do feel you guys reconnecting at a better level. But I still feel the number 4. So whether that's 4 months or 4 years, and I'm really feeling that it's more like 4 years, you guys will come together again, and there will be a connection. Like when you do come together, I feel like he will ask you out for like a cup of coffee or something like that. Or maybe even you guys do meet like, at a coffee place and you actually sit down and talk. So when I say come together, that's where I feel like you guys come together, where you're going to do some one-on-one talking, whether it's in a public place or maybe, you guys, you do have another appointment with him but I do feel like you're going to come back together with this person, but there's a cycle inside of him right now that it needs to play itself out, and he'll make that decision more in the future. And once that cycle does come to an end, then there'll be space and room for him to have and want to have a relationship. So that's why I kind of wonder if he's married, if he's in a relationship right now, if he's married, and that's where the 4 years play itself out. Because I do feel there's like 4 years, and you guys are going to reconnect where you're actually going to be talking one-on-one, and it's a good communication. So there's laughing, there's there's laughing, there's a lot of laughing. It's a joyous gathering of the two of you. So, but I don't see it happening like right now. So just, enjoy your life, live your life, and whatever's going on his part, it's almost like there's a facade. And that's why, you didn't say whether he was married or not married, but I almost feel like this person is married and he's living a facade in his marriage, and he is not happy, and he wants to, he's just living day by day by day and doing what is routine to him. And he's doing this and doing that and doing that, and that could be where the procrastination is coming in, where he should be leaving this marriage, but he doesn't. He's staying there. So I don't know. It kind of feels like I'm getting that he's married and he's, living this whole facade. It's like, he's living his life just day by day, like a routine. But he is going to make a decision, and once he makes that decision, like it's like the curiosity comes on to him, and that's where this cycle comes to an end, and finally he says enough is enough. So, but I do feel you guys will reconnect, and when you do reconnect, it will be a fun time, a joyous occasion. Okay, so it's not like I don't know that it's necessarily you making another appointment with him. I feel that you may be running into each other somewhere. But he's definitely got a lot going on in his mind. There's a lot of thoughts going on in his mind. So it's like he's just really procrastinate. Like I said, like it's almost like a feeling of somebody that has ADHD. Like their mind is constantly turning. But once that turning stops, that's when it's like he opens his eyes and he realizes that, he wants to be happy. He wants to move forward. And that's where the change comes in. So I hope this has answered your question and it resonates with everything that you do know about this person. And maybe if you didn't know he was married, maybe this is some truth that is coming through the cards that you need to know. Okay, so questions, likes, or comments below. Anybody wanting a reading, all my information is below. And I thank you all. You are my boost. Namaste.